as the premium brand, as the premium
Blah, blah.
Your love, I'm gonna make you mine. There's something special about your love. I think it's one of a kind.
So another day, another struggle at football. Kellan is literally fighting every bit of it, but we're trying to just kind of roll with the punches. I don't know if it's the weather. I don't know if it's just like, oh, I'm waking up and you're making me do a task this early. You know, like, who complains about being outside and playing football? Which is something he loves to do when he's at home. But out here, he's like, no, I don't want to kick no ball. He literally like steps over it. So we came early to kind of warm up with him, and he's just still not feeling it. So keep updating you and telling you how it's going, but it is an adjustment for him.
Okay, now kick it. 1, 2, 3.
Yay! Good job.
Okay.
Yay! Yay, can you kick? Go, baby, go. It's like when you're least expecting it. Every kid is different. Every parent and kid combination is different. Between two parents, sometimes you see them teaching differently, speaking differently to kids. So in this type of like life lesson, especially when they're this young, you really have to be patient with them. Like, even though you want to be like, wait, what's the problem? You literally do this at home every single day. You kick around the ball. You're always asking to go outside so you can kick around the ball. So when you come here and it's like, oh, I don't want to do it, it's like, it gets frustrating. But you have to be as patient as possible with them and just continue to practice, because eventually they'll like warm up to it. But like I said, every kid is different, and sometimes their focus is on back to the parking lot and getting into the car and all that stuff. So it just really kind of depends on the day, the environment. So you have to be consistent and be calm and patient and just willing to work with them because they're kids, you know.
Hey guys, so we're gonna run a couple errands before we go home. We're heading to Dr. Phillips. We're in Kissimmee right now at the Lowe's on Osceola Parkway. Dan ran in to go check on something. So that's really kind of what the plan is this weekend. But I feel like really low energy. So that's the battles of just like every day with a toddler, going to bed late, waking up early, and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm trying to have like a productive weekend and make sure today is a great day. Because it is, like I said, it's a beautiful day. You want to take advantage of it.
Yo, we didn't do any filming inside the Sam's Club, but shopping is over. We are leaving and heading to, I don't know where next, but yeah, we're just trying to check out and see if there's anything, any cool deals. But to be honest, the Sam's Club we went to the other day had better deals, so that's why we didn't really show you much. We're like, we're not gonna waste your time seeing repeats of items. They have a section for fresh squeezed juice, but they didn't have it. So maybe they're sold out for the day or something like that. It is the weekend. It's a busy weekend.
Okay, so we're back in the car after not showing you guys anything in this Sam's Club. We was driving around, and actually the whole reason that we left, other than going to obviously to Kellan's park day, which is really bothering Lisa that we still have on the clothes from the football, is
Don't make me sound like a prissy, but I just...
No, but you're bougie. You just finished about, I just like get on the road like this because it make it look dirty.
So do you have to tell people everything, man?
Yes. We went on the road to actually try buy some dish soap. We'll buy a specific dish soap, and all of a sudden Costco, please do something about the online. It is terrible. Like for the brand out of the membership,
and it's a Kirkland signature brand.
what is it called? What are these considered?
Like store bought.
Warehouse,
This?
yeah,
Wholesale club.
wholesale club. Costco, please do something. As the premium brand, as the premium as the premium brand of membership, what the hell is it called?
As the premium brand of wholesale clubs.
Yeah, as a premium brand of wholesale clubs. Your online is atrocious. It is atrocious. Sam's does a better job. BJ's does a better job. You can check online and see what is in the store and all of that. Like, your online just is terrible. There's certain things you can't order from online. That should be with everybody. Like, I understand with groceries, but like, it's just crazy. So anyway, we came.
In a strapless silver hair cut down low.
Why women like to do this? Look at her.
What?
You hear her talking
I'm
about
hyping up another woman. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
Anyway,
Men don't do that enough.
men don't pre man like that. Anyway, like
Yo, you can't say man that man
Please.
look nice in that shirt.
no.
I like that shirt, boy. I'm not
All right,
like,
you know how you gonna say that?
fit of
Do
that
you remember
shirt.
when we were at the last wedding we just went to, and
Everybody
a brother walk up to me, I was like, yo, I'm gonna need that shirt, and you thought it was weird too.
The way he said it.
He was trying to be complimentary to the shirt and saying I had a nice shirt on, but it was a strange interaction at the beginning. I mean, we made it right, but yeah.
It definitely was an interesting way to say it.
Didn't get to show you in the store.
What I was telling them.
Lisa was saying this is the most diverse area that she's seen so far in like Central Florida.
Yes. So I felt, and we have to kind of say what area this is because I'm not really sure. So
This is
Dan
like the
gonna look that up.
Gotha area,
Yes. Oh,
kind of.
okay, so this is Gotha. All right. So this is like, if this is Gotha, I felt like this one had like the Afro-Caribbeans, like the...
Yeah, there was a couple of people that I heard with the Jamaican accent, a Haitian accent, and I don't want to make the whole Caribbean sound like that's the only two places that are Afro-Caribbean.
There was a Trini lady that passed.
But yeah,
I'm wearing my Trini jersey. I don't know if it's an official Trini
ask her why she have a Trini jersey.
No. I love my Trini. Hey boy. I know.
And then she doing this.
Hey boy.
Hey,
horse. Yeah, I'm back.
What are they trying to say?
Horse.
Why do they call each other horse?
Don't ask me that.
What?
What up, horse?
Yo, I always hear this thing and I never know. They're actually calling each other horse?
I believe so.
Like a horse, like you ride a horse.
Yo, they're not riding each other, but yo, I could be wrong. But I think so. I'm like 98% sure that that's what they're saying, and that's what they're saying, like horse.
Yo, no, I need Trinidadian
Maybe
people.
they're
I
saying
need,
strong.
yo, listen, a Trinidadian person, I need you to come in the comment section and explain horse to me. 'Cause I've heard it and I was just like, yo, it's not my culture and I'm a place for that. But why are you guys calling each other horse? Like, I'm sure there's something that you want to ask me about what Jamaicans call each other. Just ask me, because I need to know that.
Horse, H-O-S-S, but it means horse.
Why are you calling each other
Yo,
horse?
let me tell you something. The best
Partner man and all of them things
what
you
is
understand,
the
but
best
horse?
Trini saying that everybody uses in the Caribbean, but them know it come from Trinidad?
What up?
Lime. What in Jamaica can you say that's like, yo, what you gonna do? Yo, I got lime tonight. Like, Trini, yo, lime is the one word that I feel
Lime?
like, yo, good job, lime. You never hear that one before?
Yeah, I know the word
So,
lime,
so
but
it's like, oh, that's pretty. This is what Central Florida has.
real lakes too, not these little man-made canals and ponds and stuff.
Gorgeous. And like you see the beautiful homes on the side.
Like, I feel like to get the same thing there, you're talking multi-million-dollar houses and these probably are expensive homes, you know, but just not like ridiculous, like, okay, that just to be able to have a house. Realtors telling me like, oh, price drop, $1.4 million for 4.3.
Casinos, Caribbean.
Yeah, so like, no, we're driving through the area and you see some like,
We're going on Good Homes Road.
yeah, so this is where the area, it gets like between like
Windermere.
getting towards,
Because we were coming from Windermere.
well, we came out of Windermere, came up to like the Gotha area. Then if you're checking the map, then it's like above that is Pines Hills and some Ocoee and Orlo Vista and them place there. So like, but this is where you find like the Caribbean like supermarkets and those things, not just a Bravo. Not to knock Bravo or anything, but sometimes the Bravo is a little too like Latin American oriented, so you don't end up getting exactly what we normally be looking for. We're way up though, we're by like Colonial.
You know what's weird? It's like, yo, we're so far up, but like from leaving there it says 43 minutes, right? So I feel like we're so much north of Dr. Phillips, but it's gonna take the same amount of time.
Because Dr. Phillips is not the part that take long.
It won't take long. It's the part on I-4 by Dr. Phillips.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
No, once you're going south of, yeah.
Now. So, 408 is turnpike, or 408 takes you to turnpike.
No, you're asking me the wrong question. One of the things that I did not like about when going into that Sam's Club is seeing the difference of just the two areas. Like just the differences of what you could subtly find in one Sam's Clubs versus the other. Like the meat, for example. Like, and yes, they kind of look like they weren't all that well stocked. But and the worst thing is the other one isn't in a particularly like, it's not like it's in like the suburbs of Windermere or it's in Horizon West. Like this is Kissimmee is the other one, right? Like woman come up to Lisa, come try beg her money out in front of this one. That's why she don't like go that one over there, so right. And it was like we were walking around the store and it's like there's less organic meats, there's less organic food, and I'm just like,
saw a bunch of like organic stuff. The fresh juice, I would say maybe it's the time
it was just old. It was old,
I think, yeah. But the time we went to the Kissimmee one, the last time, there was a man that was continuing to make some when they were out.
But that was weekday. That's the thing is that we need to remember is that
it's the weekend, it's busy.
Yeah.
So
a majority of what happens with us is because we're like nurses, we can go in the off time, and whereas we work nights, so we can go in the off time when people are not really there. So a random Tuesday is a day off for me. Yeah.
Let me tell you something, baby. If I never was wearing this clothes, you would find me at Disney right now. You know that. Look at the weather.
Yo.
Look at the weather.
Uno lucky say it's not really. Uno can't get a whiff of this shirt.
It's raining. It's raining.
You know them cheap dry fit, and them start to have that smell.
All dry fit is like that.
Yeah, but the cheaper one, them just you pay the price.
We don't ever really sweat up in this one. Bad like.
Yeah, I'm telling you so.
Your jersey, your jersey.
One time, Shamar can tell you about this. One time in Jamaica, right? They was having something was going on, and like they was having like rolling power outage, and bag of things was going on, right? So in the power outage, them people couldn't get for wash and them way there. Right? So our brethren, like we all have our EPL clubs that we cheer for. So me and Shams are Chelsea man them. Like we have some Man U brethren, we even have 1 and 2 Arsenal friends.
What is EPL?
Stop the foolishness.
Yo, not all our viewers know.
If you don't know what EPL is, then look it up, bro.
Okay.
English Premier League.
Thank you.
I don't know why Lisa think this is like the educational.
We are multicultural, multi-dynamic, multi-country, whatever you want to call it.
Multifaceted.
Multifaceted. Multi.
Alright, so anyway, multi-pass. So yeah, so we're there and them having the thing there. So some we can't get for wash clothes regular, all kind of thing. So Virgin come by and it's like the man a try like bun me and Shamari, you know, so come check with in a Man U jersey. But this jersey don't get for wash in a while now. When I said the man a bun him higher water from him own jersey stink, you know. Right? But the man had to come check with like it's like, oh, I'm gonna come to violate the house with my New Jersey. Yeah, somebody not stop laugh cause we are say, yo, the man really like I'm sit down in the car and drive over here for spite we put up with that Jersey smell.
That's funny.
I don't know, the things that we do to each other just for keep up banter. So yeah, in the Sam's Club, it was what I do like about Sam's Club. I have to give them a majority of Sam's Clubs are very, very consistent. They're set up the same way. You
Yes.
know one Sam's Club,
Yes.
you pretty much know how they're all set up. They're not exactly
And
the same, but
Sam's Club is
pretty
different.
close.
Okay, so if you only go to Costco, what is something you remember from Costco? Is there's no like tags on the aisles, so you don't know. They do that on purpose.
Yeah.
That's a part of their like
To make your
what
waste
is
time
that,
walking
style
around
or
and
something like that.
Yeah.
They want you to walk through every aisle, right?
Mm.
Sam's Club, it like that's how I
They
found it.
label the aisles
so
and them
quick. It was
things,
like
yeah.
it was like boom boom, it's there. But the Costco in Millennia,
millennia.
that one is very confusing to me. Like the produce fridge is over there, the fruits is over there, then the detergent stuff is over. It's confusing to me, and it's like that's the only Costco I know. But it's still like I have to
Yeah,
be
'cause
catching myself like, yo, where
But
is
the
this?
only other one that we go to is the business one, and that one you
Exactly,
understand is
yeah.
going to be different.
Yeah,
The business one I still
and the
have to
business
get.
one is set up really well.
Yeah,
too, 'cause
that
you
one
go
is
in,
flows
it's the
very
cleaner.
well,
You have the big fridge, and it's one
Yeah.
fridge, you know.
and the
So,
variety there is pretty
it's
damn
really good,
decent.
yeah.
Because they have, I'm not sure if it's just the demographics of the area, but they have a high halal thing there. So even if you can't get like organic, you can get the halal meat, which is usually not usually, it's grass fed.
Yeah.
It's just not certified organic, obviously.
You know what? I'm gonna research that because if I remember correctly, like for it to be halal
I think it is.
standard,
It
I
is
don't know
organic,
if
but they don't.
Yeah, like they don't.
But they
label
don't.
it as
They don't
organic, but it
certify
has to be,
organic
like,
or something
the
like that.
animal has to be like a certain status. It can't be like a sickly animal.
Mhm.
And there's a bunch of things.
So you kind of notice that whole like, oh, why is this in this diverse neighborhood just doesn't seem to have these things, but this is in that area, you know, like.
So playing the devil's advocate, is it that like, oh, like let's use the ground beef. Oh, Caribbean people don't usually eat ground beef, which I think that's untrue because
No,
I'm like,
especially in America.
Spanish, a roast cone, like carne asada, not carne asada. What's the one with like with the olives and thing in it?
Oh no, I only know the pollo version. I don't know.
No, there's some ground beef, something
Well, yeah,
pico
but
de
enough
gallo
people
or
use
something
it.
like
Yo,
that.
we use it for
Yeah.
Americans. We use it in spaghetti, and we use it on all kind of grounds. Chili, they make
Right.
you know.
I never think everybody make meatball of some sort, you know. So that's something
Yeah.
like, why wouldn't you? And you have ground meat,
Make
right?
your own burger.
Well, why
meat.
wouldn't you have
So-
that in that area? Is like, they,
And to be fair, they had the wagyu, and then they had bison, which was good,
but for the
but not
price,
a lot
that
of people
grass
don't know.
fancy,
Yeah. That was one good thing that I saw at Costco. I had to give them. Costco's business center had like probably the best price on ground beef that I saw, because it was a 3-pack.
Oh yeah.
That was halal,
the halal, yeah.
and it was $13. That was the best price I've
It
seen
was
for
like
it.
$13.98.
But it wasn't.
So
It wasn't.
Like, was it $12.98 or
It was
$13.98?
$12.98.
Oh
So-
yeah, yeah, exactly. Because we were
Yeah.
saying it was less than the $4.99, which
Yeah.
is at Sam's. Yeah, you're right.
But the Sam's was organic, and that's what
Yeah.
the whole difference was.
But again, I'm gonna research that halal thing.
Yo, what is with Central Florida and all these old this and all that instead of just rename the thing? Like, there's a road named Old YMCA Road with us pass. Go pass a old, huh?
Old YMCA road.
I that with us see it, sir.
No, I'm laughing at you. I don't know what it said, but I'm just saying like.
No,
Old
but it's like
YMCA.
old Winter Garden,
Yeah.
old Tampa.
Old Tampa Highway.
Highway.
Old Lake Wilson.
And the worst thing is the old Tampa Highway don't even have a new Tampa High Race. I mean, you know what them named that, renamed that one then. Old Lake Wilson. All this, all that. You know.
Car's off.
What's he doing?
Chilling, looking out the window, looking at our first home.
Yes, so we're passing by, close by the first. This is our first place that we were living. Didn't mean to. It was only supposed to be about a week, but we ended up staying there about a month.
Yeah, we really do have to do a video where we sit down and kind of discuss, like, I said, like, yo, we should do it like on like the anniversary of, like, it's been a year since we've been here, and like what we've learned, any mistakes we've made, any, like, advice to kind of give the.
You know what the thing is too? It's like a lot of that is, we can definitely do that. I think a lot of it though is, I don't know if I would say there were mistakes. As much as things.
Like I'll say that I wasn't
mentally prepared for.
Spend a month in there.
Yeah.
If you would have said like, Lisa, we're gonna have to spend a month in there, I'd be like, okay, I need a pack, but like, I had to go to work to do like our pictures. I didn't have any clothes for that because I only had like, our clothes are gonna come once the fridge is delivered.
I think the problem is like a lot of it is not defense of people, but a lot of it is like, there's people out here now that's like, oh yeah, obviously you can't do that. I'm like, yeah, but you know what? You know that now because we're living in like unprecedented times with a lot of things. There's a lot of things that are unprecedented. The same way I keep trying telling I think something unprecedented going to happen in the real estate market again. And people are like, no, it going to drop, but it's not going to be like 2008. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. It's not going to be like 2008. But you guys acting as if something that as serious can't happen again. Oh, so one thing I do want to address. So we're in, I don't remember where we were, what area we were in. But we saw somebody walking through the area. And it was like, Lisa was like, yeah, see, that's the kind of thing I don't like about an area like this. Blah blah blah. And it's not to knock Lisa. I want to make that clear. We saw some homeless person or something, whatever. And I am not somebody that knocks homeless people, right? But it's just the indication when you don't know the area. So we saw somebody like that. But today, we were driving through Dr. Phillips, and there was this brother looked very disheveled walking through with like 4 layers of clothes and like barefoot, looking crazy as hell, walking right through the neighborhood that we like so much. So it happens everywhere. I can say I've been to Dr. Phillips several times, never seen that. What I can say is probably that person is more likely to have the police called on them and remove that person from that area more than like down on like Vine or something down in Kissimmee.
I'll be back.
But you can never really just drive through an area one time and feel like you know the area, because you might see something. I remember this scene. Why Lisa love bother me so? She not see me there on the camera. Dog. Sorry guys, let me take a small break. Lisa, you're 9, Anyway, you can't really judge a place like that. You know what I mean? Off of one instant. If you can see there's a pattern to it or something like that, that's a little different. Because this same Target, Lisa love this Target. This is our favorite Target, right? And I think you guys know how American women are about Target on a whole. So when you have a favorite Target, that is the Target. You know what I'm saying? This is our favorite Target store now. Out of all of the Target them we can go to. And I remember one time we came to this Target and some nonsense was going on. I think there was either some brother getting kicked out for shoplifting, or I'm just finished shoplifting, or something he was doing. But at that very moment in time, that was like the impression of here. I was like, Lisa was like, yo, I don't know about this area and whatever. And I was like, yo, this area? It's just also the insecurity came from us not knowing the area, and we didn't really know where is good and where is not good, and not good when I say that. But in all honesty, you can't do that. I remember we were writing off all of Okoye at one point because we were like, no, still Cause we drove through one specific part of Kauai that we never like. And I'm like, other than the suburb places, your Windermere, your Dr. Phillips, your Horizon West, anywhere, you're gonna find somewhere that you don't like. Even Dr. Phillips, there's a part of Dr. Phillips, you can't ask Lisa, me hate that place like poison. It's just the road is too main, it's too close to Universal, so I feel like you have your house that is supposed to be in Dr. Phillips, and you're competing with the traffic to get to Universal, and just peer car driving up and down the road and thing or whatever. So you can't find, and the places, the houses are much less manicured, much less taken care of, but you're still paying that Dr. Phillips price, you know, that whole location thing. So anyway, long and short of it is, make sure that you visit an area more than once. Make sure that it is a genuine pattern and just not a one-time occurrence, because you can find undesirable experiences, undesirable events happening anywhere. Let's see what this one is back there doing. Why did you go for so close to your face? Why so close, bro?
I'm so happy.
Anyway, guys, I'll see you when I see you. Until the next time I turn the camera on.
I'm so happy.
Check me out, King. Check me out.
Your favorite X-Men character says about you, according to me.
Love, I think it's one of a kind. There's something special about your love. I want it all the time. You will